Okay. Welcome, everybody, to a Thursday night, late night edition to the Steelers Dynasty podcast. I'm your host, Bad Bubba Brewer, with my co-host, special field correspondent, Shane Stodmiller. Shane, how you doing this evening?
I'm doing good. Lighting. I'm freezing. I'm sick of being in the basement, so I'm up where normal people live,
Oh,
above ground.
ladies and gentlemen, we were going to do this last night, but I had no power, and half of Indiana County was gone. So that kind of sucks. So I figured I better get it done today, somewhere, and get situated and go from there. But we're going to talk about Steelers training camp, Shane. We got some charities we're going to talk about, and we're going to get it in here on a late night edition of the triple B experience, Steelers Dynasty podcast show, which is part of the Triple B experience. So everybody just, stay tuned, grab a late night beverage, and hang out with us for a little bit tonight on Thursday nights. So here we go. Well, welcome back, everybody, on a Thursday night edition of the Steelers Dynasty podcast. I'm your host, Bubba Brewer, special field correspondent, the man who's been on all kind of podcasts. He's doing too many things. Special field correspondent, Shane Stodmiller. Shane, I guess you told me you were going on vacation here, huh? Getting ready to go.
Yeah, we have someone coming and house sitting tomorrow for us, so that
Oh, okay, yeah.
Creepers don't creep,
Right. Yeah. You don't want that. Well, hopefully you guys have great weather and a great time, and get some R&R.
But you're not going to get rid of me, because guess where I'm going to be broadcasting from next Steelers Dynasty podcast?
Where would that be, Shane?
Myrtle Beach's very own, only Pittsburgh Steelers bar, Oscars, home of the black and gold wings.
Are you going to try some? Are you going to try some when you're on next week?
Yeah. I'm gonna show you what they look like, and they're amazing. Guys, I like wings, but I usually like them dry, like GI, and maybe put a little stuff on. These are it's like meat candy.
Ooh, well, now let me ask you a question. When you eat your wings, do you do blue cheese or ranch?
I mix it up. I like both.
Okay. I like
celery and carrots.
Carrots?
Yeah, whatever they ask celery or carrots. I'm like, whatever. Bring both. I don't care.
Oh, okay. See, I do ranch and celery. Carrots.
Yeah, I like celery.
I like carrots, but I mean, yeah. So let me ask you a question before we start talking Steeler talk. Are they full-size wings or are they smaller wings?
They're split wings, but they're decent size.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Yeah, I don't like the you break them apart like pterodactyl stuff. I like the old raindrop stuff. Sometimes I like them, but I don't know. It's a lot of work.
It depends on the place. I like raindrops whole wings, just because they cook them crisp. They were crisp. I don't like the whole wing if it's not like cooked like that. It has to have a little bit of a crunch to it.
Well, we got some people in the Facebook chat. Devil, thanks for tuning in. He said he's going to be in and out. New dad duties. Well, congratulations.
Ooh, new daddy.
Everybody's congratulating you there. So thanks for tuning in. Yeah. So, I mean,
what Daredevil has to look forward to, Bubba, is as soon as you have that kid, you gain 15 pounds and you go through what they call second puberty.
Oh, no.
So congratulations on your beginning of your second puberty.
I don't know nothing about that. I just gained weight. So, yeah, like I said, I had a power outage last night, and we could not do anything. And I know, Mark from Steelers Nation Australia is like, hey, guys, I don't know if you made his show last night, but I was like, Mark, I have no power. I'm so sorry. He goes, well, mates, we'll see you next week. So, but I'm looking at it right now. Yellow, big, giant bulletin board poster board. And I'm going down this weekend because, it's training camp time. Steelers are in Latrobe. Now Latrobe is blooming. But I was going to go today, and I was in Latrobe. I was at the Latrobe Hospital for work, but I couldn't take the quote vehicle over to. I couldn't go because big brothers everywhere. So, and I was going to call off today. And then I was going to go. I was going to call off, but then I figured somebody would see me down there. I was going to have a disguise or something because, like I said, eye in the sky would get me in trouble. But I thought it was raining up my way, and I thought it was going to cancel. It was going to cancel, and you're going down there, and then they cancel and they do a private practice. That kind of sucks. I've had that happen to me one time, and it was really, really bad.
Wow, I didn't think of that. We got rain Wednesday night. They had 14 teams for 7-on-7 up at Slippery Rock, and they went until 9:30. But they got a bad storm through there. They had to stop for a half an hour because of lightning.
Depends on the flavor of the wings, she says.
Yeah, that's true.
I like sweet hot. Barbecue gets all messy. And then Craig, thanks for coming on, Craig from Patton.
Love it. I love the fact that these people are on this late. It means that,
I appreciate it. It means a lot. Well, it means a lot too because doing these podcasts and interacting with people is, I think, the coolest of the cool. And I do remember the electric company because they had Spider-Man. And speaking of Spider-Man, I just got back from seeing Deadpool, and I'm not going pulp culture, but I did tell Shane off camera that it's one of the best Marvel movies I've ever seen. It's exciting from the first opening sequence the whole way to the end. It is the best ride. If you want to be entertained and you're a comic book guy like me, there is a lot of comic book references. And if you're not, Wikipedia, all this stuff, but you will be entertained. Me and Tammy,
where'd you go?
Well, I went to Indiana.
Okay.
And me and Tammy went, and actually she said she would watch it again right after we saw it the first time. And I did too. So I'm not going to spoil it.
You watched it twice.
I would watch it twice. I only watched it once tonight, but
okay.
I can't really go into a lot of in-depth, but I'm going to tell everybody it is the best Marvel movie I've ever seen. Hey, and Endgame was my number one, and it's not the number one anymore. So I just want to get that out of the routine. Yes. I wish I could get my workout.
This isn't talking about what happened, but is it the same Logan from Logan? Is it the same guy?
I'm not going to tell you. I will not tell you. I don't want to be that guy, but I'm telling everybody, take your $9 because it cost me $9. It cost me $19 for me and my wife. We didn't buy any popcorn because it is what it is. Reminder of the Goonies. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Hey guys. Yep, that is true.
Hey, you guys.
Yep, that is true. Yes, and
baby Ruth.
Just saw Twister yesterday. I heard Twister wasn't that good, and Deadpool is 100 light years ahead of Twister. Deadpool is probably going to be the number one superhero movie of all time in the rated R category. So
it might.
Happy birthday, Craig! Happy birthday to you, Craig. You're 51. If you're going to camp, well, I am going to camp, like I said, and I have a big bulletin board for Mark from Steelers Nation Australia. Yep. I'm gonna ask my stepdaughter because she's also very artistic. She's going to be drawing something. She can do that little bit of creative flair, and I can't letter. I can draw, but my lettering sucks. But I want her to have the Steelers Nation logo, do the logo, and then Steeler Nation Australia challenges 46 to a pickleball game. That's going to be the sign that I'm making. And then I'm going to try my damnedest this weekend because I'm going down Sunday. I'm going to go Sunday, and I can't go tomorrow because, of course, it's work. And what happens is Steelers training camp it's either at 10:30 till about 12, and then it goes from like 1:30 to about 3:30. So by the time I get off, I'm already done. So I'm going Sunday because I do have the Steelers training camp schedule for everybody, and I'm going to share it with you guys right now. And if you can see that, I don't know. Can you see that? Probably
a little bit.
Oh,
make it a little bigger.
How do you make it bigger?
Control up. Push control up.
Control up.
Control me up.
How do you make it bigger? Control up. Holy shit.
It didn't work.
No. Damn it.
Yeah, can you use your mouse and right click and use the roller thing?
The roller thing. Oh, that
Yeah,
sucks.
I don't know.
Well, that's
Anyways, it's fine.
screw it. I'll read it off.
Yeah, leave it there and read it because everybody can kind of figure it out.
I can't see the damn thing.
Me neither.
I'll read it off the thing. I got Justin in the Facebook. Paul, thanks Paul for tuning in. You know, Black Ridge is touring everywhere, sharing all their stuff. Chris is in the house, so let me go. I will go right to the Steelers.com because that's what I had. Actually, I have it, you know, but I had to share it, and I will stop screen. There we go. And I will go here. Okay, Thursday, it was Friday, 10:30 a.m. is practice. So if you don't go in the morning, you're screwed, okay? Saturday, the 27th, afternoon practice at 1:55. Sunday, the 28th, also 1:55. Now, they have no practice Monday. Tuesday, I'm going down again Tuesday, July 30th at 10:30.
Okay.
So I'm going to go at 10:30. So I'm going Sunday and Tuesday. Okay. Wednesday, the 31st is at 10:30. And August 1st, Thursday is also 10:30. So they have 3 morning practices in a row open to the public. And Friday is 7 p.m. at the Latrobe Memorial Stadium. It's the under the lights. And I will be going to that too on the 2nd. And also Saturday at 1:55, the 3rd and 4th is afternoon practices. Tuesday is 6th is a morning practice. Actually, the 6th, 7th, and 8th are all morning practices. And Sunday, August 11th, is the latest practice in training camp on Steelers.com at 2, almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And then Monday and Wednesday are both morning practices. And like I said, if it's the dates and times are subject to change, practices may be canceled or moved due to inclement weather. So you got to download the Steelers official mobile app, you know, for notifications, you know, and then next week there'll be, you know, the helmets will be coming on and you'll be rocking and rolling. Hey, Pepper's in the house. Pepper, thanks for tuning in. Pepper. I love those emojis. Now there's other emojis. What's the other emojis mean now?
I know like an eggplant means wiener.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Or does it mean Italian sausage?
Could mean.
I don't know. I mean, you know, I don't know. But you guys know who's. No, I don't know who the. Wait, it's Thursday night. I don't know. I don't know who it is. If anybody knows that, please put it in and let me know because I have no idea on who's the Hall of Fame game. So, and everybody's saying hello to Pepper. So we appreciate all you guys for tuning in on a late Thursday night. And there's been some great. I don't know if you've seen your boy Justin Fields throwing that big long pass to, you know, Van Jeffers. That was the highlight of today's camp because Russell Wilson, to your liking, actually is a little hurt there.
Ooh, Shane's not so crazy now.
No, I don't. You know why I don't want that? Because I took. Oh wait, thank you, dear. Bears versus Texans. Thank you so much. I took a FanDuel. I made a bet that Russell Wilson will get me 5 touchdowns rushing, 5 rushing touchdowns. So I oh come on, man! It's big money.
Yeah, I bet.
I put $27 to win over 1,000.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, that's all I want. I mean, because you know, I have to claim it on my taxes, but you know that money will be going into wrestling fund. So, see, it's good to take that. That's what I thought, Devil. And I bet. This is funny. I took FanDuel Steelers win the Super Bowl and Russell Wilson's MVP. Yeah, and that doesn't include all the touchdown bets I'm going to be trying to, because that's all I do is touch whoever scores touchdowns. Because one of these crazy times that I pick like six of those running backs or receivers to score, or whoever quarterbacks to run it in. One of these times I'm going to hit, because I know last year Thanksgiving I was 3 out of 8, and if I'd have hit all 8, I'd have hit like $80,000.
Talk about hitting. If you go to it's all about the Warriors Sportsman's Bash.
Well, there you go.
From 12 noon.
That's a good segment. You got right into
until 6 p.m. Every 10 minutes they call off a prize, and all the prizes are listed on the website what you can win, and they're not shit trinkets. They're nice prizes. They're like some of the weapons are $2,000-$3,000 weapons.
Mm-hmm.
You can win money, and there's food, live music, and you don't have to be present. So
yeah. And last week we had an interview with Steve, the founder of It's About the Warrior Foundation, and I tell you what, it was a great interview. You guys can catch it in the archives, and he's one hell of a guy, and he reminds me of Stone Cold Steve Austin, but a real badass. He served our country. Now Chris asked, he said hello to everybody. He goes, where can we read the top 100 player list for the NFL players? Probably on NFL.com. I know some Steelers are probably in the 90s and 60s and stuff like that. And like, there's been some stuff where TJ Watt is in the middle of the pack at being defense, which is, I think he's going to be the defensive player of the year, even though I'm biased. I think he's got something to prove to everybody because he got blackballed, for the defensive player of the year. And Chris says, I think it's amazing. Patrick Queen gave a young kid his yellow Nike cleats, signed him for him, and he's going to be a beast. Can't wait to see him play for the Steelers. Yes, that is going to be huge. Patrick Queen, a good addition to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Chris says, I've never been to Steelers practice, always wanted to go. And does anyone still think the Steelers will get a big name receiver soon? I do not think so. We both agree on that.
Nope, it's not going to happen.
Oh, yeah. Well, I didn't think it's going to happen at all. Thank you. Here's some cool trivia about me. I shared a birthday with Triple H, Dolph Ziggler, creator of Dungeons and Dragons. Woo! Well, I don't share a birthday with anybody, but my birthday on July 29th was the wedding of Princess Charles and Lady Diana. That's the only good thing July 29th. Besides getting
your birthday's coming up. Your birthday's next week.
Yeah, my birthday's Monday, and I took off work because I never want to work on my birthday. I think it's I think it's crazy. So I'm off this weekend. That's why I'm doing a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? And okay, I share a birthday with one's mom and SpongeBob. Okay, well, I probably share it with Patrick. Happy early birthday. Thank you so much. Well, and besides other charity events that we're promoting and sponsoring, my buddy Kevin, his son-in-law, I think broke his hip or his femur or something bad. And so Kevin's son, Kevin Jr., is the host of Steel Here podcast. So and he does with Jersey Mike from Barstool Sports. So Kevin is giving away his I got the ticket right here that I'm actually selling for his brother for his brother-in-law. So let me see here. I'm just trying to wow. And anybody locally, it's $10 tickets.
Okay.
And it benefits Waylon Cunningham. First prize, 2 tickets to the terrible tailgate, which I've partied at this tailgate. And this is the night I almost got arrested when Mason Rudolph got concussed against the Ravens. And I was doing flip cup, and I was doing keg stands or whatever the hell it was. And you get 2 tickets to the game if you win, and you get a Steelers fire pit ring. And I guess it's massive. On one side, it's Steelers, the other side's Penguins, the other side's Pirates, and the other side is a picture of the shape of Pittsburgh. And then second prize is $500. So if anybody wants locally, it's $10 tickets. I got a couple tickets. I am going to be there. Me and Tammy will be swinging by, in Saturday afternoon, and because I'm putting some posters out for wrestling in the area in Johnstown. So, those terrible tailgate parties are huge, man. They get Steeler players. He has them all across the United States. And his podcast last year had Kenny Pickett. He's had TJ Watt on his podcast. He's had Dante Johnson. They get celebrities, Steeler players, where it's just me and you. And you know what? I'm cool with that. I mean, and then we get other people like Mark will pop in, and Ralph Williams, and Steelers Realm guys, and Steeler Jesus has popped in, and JT Toth of Draft Nation. So we got a little bit of a smorgasbord of celebrities of our own, So
right.
I'm okay with that. So if you guys need tickets, come see me. Get a hold of me if you're locally. Meet up with me. I'll try to sell them to. I'm going to sell them at work too. So Flip Cup. I suck
every time,
Flip Cup, man. I suck. Yeah. Pepper said she always has to work. I always have to work on my birthday. I don't. I take off.
My birthday is usually off because it's usually President's Day.
I wanted my kid to come April 21st. He came the 2nd. Oh, wow.
Well, that's cool.
I don't have any kids I know of. If I did, they'd be in college now. One more thing I was going to tell you, Bubba. Uh-oh. P.S. Oh, okay. Well, here you go. Beer pong. Well, I just drink. Dear, I know I played beer pong one time, and this guy was like mocking me, and he was so good at beer pong, and me and my partner beat him, and he shut up after that. But I am not I'm good at drinking, but games I'm not real good at anymore.
Have you noticed, Bubba? This is like a over 50 thing that I've picked up on.
I drink lots.
It just hit me the other day that people don't say boyfriend or girlfriend; they say partner.
What?
Anymore? Yeah, they don't say boyfriend or girlfriend. My partner.
What? What the fuck does that mean? Because I always said I never.
I guess it means your boyfriend or girlfriend.
Well, a partner for me would be my tag team partner when I was in wrestling.
I know, but it could be your significant. It could be.
I always said my significant other, but then I'd always say my girlfriend, and then I moved up from that to fiance. Now I say my wife. So, and Pepper says, I said, yeah,
yeah, me too. Yeah, I just thought that the other day. I was just like, what?
Well, it's well, as us old heads, we can get real political,
It's just I said something.
I just say my man. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Oh, you always say your man too?
Yeah, my man.
Don't say that in Latrobe at Steeler training camp. Jesus God Almighty.
Man.
So, do you think you're gonna you might catch maybe because you're gonna be on vacation? You might.
I'll be back. I'll be back in a week. So
okay.
So maybe like that following Monday, Tuesday, or something. If you let me know, we can work it out.
Okay. I would say we're friends. That's funny. Yeah. And Chris says I share a birthday on November 30th with Ben Stiller, Bo Jackson, Chrissy Teigen, Lisa Cumberbert, the chick from what's her name? Kakalo Cuckoo from The Big Bang Theory, Mandy Peckedin, Ridley Scott, Jesus Christ, dear.
Everybody was birthed that day.
Winston Churchill, Mark Twain. Holy shit. He must have Googled all that. Wow. Boy, that's going to make me watch Gunsmoke or Festus. Oh, that's funny. Yeah. So, I mean, we've had Justin Fields throwing that big long ball. We had some George Pickens controversy getting into the quarterback coach for what I saw today. So maybe he wasn't liking what he was told. I don't know. We'll just have to see. And Jaylen Warren broke a big long run today. And I mean, it's just with, they got some knee pads in and they're not going full tilt. We understand that. Richard Hansen. Who's Richard Hansen? I don't know who that is.
I'm trying to think. It sounds familiar.
It's not a good person because she's got a I throw up emoji.
Uh,
Or sick emoji. I don't know who that is. Richard Hansen. Was he like part of the? Was that the Hansen brothers, the singing group?
like Bob? No, I don't know.
Yeah,
That's not
okay.
one of the Hansons.
Oh, okay. Well, and also now I don't know if you saw this because I seen some footage and videos, and I don't know if I can take videos and put them on here. I don't know if I can because it's probably.
I think you can if it's on YouTube. I think you can do that. You can use other YouTube videos and as long as there's not music.
He was a serial killer. Oh, okay. Yeah, I wouldn't want to. Okay. Yeah, because I saw the linebacker, the rookie linebacker, would have made a sack, because he had to let up on the quarterback. So he's actually got good pursuit speed from what I've seen. But we're not going to really see so much. I mean, I want to go down there. I want to see. Well, hopefully when I go down there, Russell Wilson will be able to do something. But like I said on Ralph Williams' show this week, you're not going to see a lot of stuff in preseason.
It's not two-hand touch.
Yeah, they're not going.
It's just drills.
Oh, that's a good one to have.
Oh yeah, Christina Applegate.
Yeah. I don't know who the fuck's born on my day.
Can you believe Shannon Doherty died? And
no, she had cancer.
And Dr. Ruth.
Yeah, they all goes in threes, and then somebody else. Kelly Bundy. Yeah, Kelly Bundy was super hot, man. I mean, she's still attractive. She has some kind of it's not Parkinson's, but it's whatever. So
yeah, MS or something.
Yeah, she got her Hall of Fame star. And Chris said, "Who was the Steelers player from practice that I think had pads thrown at him and not going down from them?" I don't know. I'm not sure. And yeah, Richard Simmons passed away.
There's the third.
Yeah, he was in seclusion there for a while. He doesn't want Pauly Shore he didn't want Pauly Shore to play him in an autobiography movie, and Pauly Shore looks just like him. Like
I know,
but now maybe since he passed away, maybe he's not going to be able to bitch about it. But I don't know if he gave Pauly his gracious things to do that. I'm not sure.
So maybe Pauly would get haunted by the ghost of Richard Simmons. Can you imagine being haunted by the ghost of Richard Simmons?
No.
Hey.
Well, didn't he say hey, everybody clap, everybody get your clapping on, everybody get your.
He would start crying. Yeah, he'd start crying. Remember he'd go in Stern.
Yeah,
and then Stern would shit on him, and then he would cry.
He would be like, I remember he'd be like, oh, he was like, and he has his curly hair.
Yeah.
He'd be like, let's work it out. Come on, everybody. That's not a fucking very good. Well, thanks for popping on, dear. Yeah, we're busting on Richard Simmons, and he passed.
Yeah, we're just shooting the shit tonight. That's all.
Yeah. Because, I'm going Sunday. Hopefully it's not 95 degrees. And because if it's hot, I mean, it was hot today, and I was just sitting in a van at work.
It got hot later on. It was nice in the morning.
I apologize.
Can keep away offense and defense. Yes, they can. Yes. Yeah. Think back to Dion used to play a little bit of offense and defense.
Yep, and Super.
Yeah, so there's lots of guys. He was on most recently.
Richard Simmons was on Whose Line Anyway? I think I seen that. Yeah. So I mean, it's just going to be. It's the start of it now because I told Tammy, I said, well, Tammy, I'm going to, and this is what we've talked about this, about doing stuff right after the Steeler game.
Yeah, I'm down.
Right after, because we were on Ralph's stuff and doing stuff, but you know what? It's time to do stuff for us, and we could probably be entertaining. Hopefully I'm not drunk.
Because here's the thing. We're not going to analyze the shit out of the game. We're just going to go we're going to be like total yinzers.
Well, I'm more of a total yinzer than you. You're like, oh
yeah, but I mean, I'm gonna Western Pennsylvania out a bit too.
Yeah, I'm not going stats stuff like that because I do put a lot of stats when I do previews and when I do reviews of the stats of what they did, but I just think, right after the game, get a couple minutes to get set up, and then boom, go and do it because everybody else does it. I used to do that. I mean, that's just why I got into podcasting because I would do them.
Yeah.
I would do Facebook Live and I would go off and then I'd get like hundreds and hundreds of views. And then I'm like, well, why don't I do whatever they call this podcasting stuff is? So, but yeah, I think we'll do that. I know we're talking about doing a live preseason game.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
We just can't show, ladies and gentlemen, we just can't show the game. But I know me and Shane did it last year because Shane jumped on and helped me out, and we were bullshitting and talking about stuff, talking about plays, and just talking about stuff during that game. And we had a few people come on, and maybe we can get some people to actually come on and be guests and have a rotating thing.
Steelers Jesus,
Yeah, anybody that wants to do that, we'll do that one time. But I won't go live. I won't do a live during a regular season game because it's too much. I get too much into it. So, oh, wow. Well, thanks, Chris. I share a birthday with Dak Prescott and Martina McBride. That's awesome. And Chris says, I know there's many others, Bubba, too many to list, but he gave me fucking a cowboy, but we'll do that. Yeah, we'll do that. And then, ladies and gentlemen, I'll probably start doing a show Monday to review, what we talked about. Because after the game, it's just going to be like our real, like raw emotions, win, lose, or draw. Exactly. And then go more in depth on a review with more of the stats and stuff and talking about, getting ready for Wednesday. And Wednesdays will always be like the preview of the next coming week. And then, it all depends on when the games and stuff like that. Cause there'll be some games that, I might not be able to, I should be able to do a show after, cause there is a couple games I'm working. And I know the Christmas against Kansas City will be a tough one to do because it is Christmas. I understand, but it all depends.
I'll do it. I have nothing better to do.
Well, I work Christmas Day, and then I'll be home for. What'll happen is the Steelers will be losing the whole time until I get out of work, and then I start winning. That'll be the big upset on Christmas Day.
That'll be great. Yeah. But what'll happen after the game? There's two things that are going to happen. We're either gonna be, giddy and high fiving, or we're going to be MFing.
Yeah, and people see that. That's it. When I'm motherfucking shit, that's ratings. Because I mean, I won't watch after Mark's stream and Model Life. I will definitely watch.
Thanks, Pepper.
Thank you, Pepper. And I'll be worried about YouTube picking up the audio from the game, but I'm assuming you probably would have the sound on mute. I don't know. Can they do that? I don't know. I don't know if that.
No, I don't think we'll have like what I do is sometimes I have it turned down.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because Mark's probably his streams are probably hours after ours. Because he's in the morning watching games.
He gets up at 3 a.m. to watch them.
Yeah, God bless him. Chris says the movie Mask with Jim Carrey was released in '94 on your birthday. Wow, that's awesome, Chris. Keep them coming. So yeah, we're going to be doing some stuff. We're still gonna do some short video stuff. I still have ideas with that.
Right,
that's still coming. Like I said, I'm going to get some footage down at camp Sunday. Whatever I can get to do short reels because that seems like get a lot of hits. Try to ask some important questions. Just to try to get some Steelers to actually, make a comment and also work on getting Mark's poster seen by Christian Kuntz, the long snapper, and hopefully he could sign it, autograph it, and I'll give it to Mark when I see him because we will all meet up on Christmas.
I'm going to try to get a decent picture of James Harrison so that I can get it signed for Mark. I'll run it down to Steve.
I'm looking at a James Harrison autograph picture when I met him. when he got the interception against San Diego and he hurdled that dude.
Yeah.
That is a fucking iconic. That or the run in the Super Bowl. Probably
The
the
run of the Super Bowl is what Mark would probably want, because that's his happy space.
That's why I never learned to live stream. I have no filter. Is that why you never got on, Pepper? Because you have no filter? Oh well, it doesn't matter to us. We
just hold a coffee filter in your hand and pretend.
Yeah. If you ever want to come on here and pop your podcast cherry, I don't know if you've ever been on a podcast before, but Pepper, if you ever want to come on, just shoot us an email and I'll get you on. If you just want to say hi to everybody or you want to shoot the shit, live and in color, I'm always about that. Anybody out there that ever wants to come on a show to say hi and talk to some questions and stuff like that, just give me your email and we'll get you on the show. We'll get you on the show, and hopefully we can get some more guests and stuff like that, and just try to make it. And hopefully we got some kind of knowledge from the best podcast in Indiana County, because it's the middle of July. So Chris, I know what my zodiac sign is. It's Leo. I'm a double Leo, Chris. I'm a double Leo because I have to be the center of attention at all times. I'm an attention-seeking whore, Chris. I cursed the damn blue streak. Yeah, and speaking of blue streaks, Pepper, and I don't know if you know this, Shane, but I have an X or whatever it is, Twitter X, and when I try to stream this anymore, you have to pay. You have to pay the X now to live stream your stuff. But I have the X, and I can put it on after, but I can't do it live now because I have to pay. And I'm not paying.
Yeah.
F is my favorite word too. Fun and free. Oh my God. Chris got this whole thing down for Leos. Jesus. Being a Leo born on July 29th, it's a zodiac day. You are well known for being a confident people person, while others try to avoid the spotlight at all costs. This is it right here. You love being the center of attention. You make an effort to maintain a loving, warm personality, but you cannot help but take control of situations as you are the most comfortable in the leadership role. Through you may be a bit dramatic at times, but you are well liked by your peers, co-workers, friends, but not management and people that fuck you over. That's funny. I'm gonna have to share that. I had somebody do my astrological sites maybe like 20 some years ago, and she told me I was a double Leo, and I was like, "What the hell is a double Leo?" I'm a true. Oh, okay. See, I don't know. I don't know the scopes, but yes, we're going to do a lot of stuff this year. We actually are over 80 some subscribers, Shane.
Yeah, so I know. I talked to a couple of people that subbed yesterday, and they're like, "I watched the show. I loved it." I was like, "Oh, really?"
Well, God bless them. We're close to 100 because that's the sweet spot, getting 100, and then getting the time to maintain, because I want to see which podcast that I have gets to give us a dollar so we can put it towards StreamYard or something.
I think this one's gonna be paying for your StreamYard first.
I think so too, but we have about 700 hours behind the experience, and we're about 1,000 subscribers behind the experience, because
but it'll take hold. It took a while.
Oh, yeah.
I remember you were at 600 and we got you to 1,000. It was just like, woo-hoo!
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just people don't like change, so trying to get them. And I put on my Facebook, my Facebook today. I was like, look, if you guys want Steeler news or talking Steeler stuff or see the shows, go to the Steelers Dynasty Facebook page, and then you can subscribe. Oh, good. Thank you so much. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. How do you pronounce that?
Braska.
Wow.
Yeah, like Braska. Nebraska football.
That's what I
They're
was going to say.
Nebraska football. Yeah.
Oh,
So
wow.
I was talking. I actually, hey, Nebraska Raska. I was talking just a little bit of shit on my show before this about how Nebraska fans are just overly optimistic.
There's nothing wrong with it.
And but on the back end, on other shows, I always sing their praises. Like the some of the best football teams that were ever put out
See,
were the Nebraska teams in the '90s. Yeah,
Osborne, when Osborne was coach.
on the TF show. Yeah. He saw me on Traveling Full Show. Yeah, so Nebraska. Yeah, Traveling Full Show. Yeah, buddy. I'll tell you what. That show is so fun.
What podcast is that?
Traveling Fools. That was the show I went on the night of the Trump shooting. I went on and I talked about a lot of the things that they talked about days after. Like the shot was within 150 yards from where I saw it. Went on Google Maps and I drew lines and kind of measured where the shot was. Wow. I also mentioned the fact that I yelled water tower rooftop, and of course,
I told people that you were there and yelling for people to get down and shit like that.
Yeah, not for him to get down. I'm just yelling distance direction where I think the shots are coming from.
Well, but still, you were yelling. I mean, you're more of a Secret Service guy than fucking the Secret Service.
Well, I can reholster a weapon. That's true. I don't know how good I am at shooting the pistol anymore, but I can reholster a weapon. But that's where I first saw that name.
Oh, we got a Nashville recording artist in the Facebook chat. Mr. Jared Berry is in the house, touring all over the United States, and
that's fantastic.
Went to Canada. And, God bless him. He did an interview here on the show. His music career is kicking off. So if anybody's interested and likes country music, likes to see a positive influence of an individual who has music that he's trying to put out to the masses, go and see Jared Berry. I always share his stuff every time. He's a good guy from Indiana County, just trying to make it in the world of entertainment via singing. So, and I appreciate him for showing up to the APWF show. And I try to promote and try to help everybody out that's come on the show for interviews and stuff like that. So, I mean, God bless the world. You know what I mean? So, okay, here we got some stuff here, and I recommend his channel. Oh, God bless you, Pepper.
Hey, we'll take Cowboys fans.
Well, we'll convert them to Steeler fans.
Yeah, we'll just. Only thing the difference between Cowboys fans and Steelers fans.
Well, we'll convert them.
Bedazzled jeans. Hey, Kelly.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm all about converting people to not Judaism or Catholicism, but to Steelernism. You like that one? That was a good one.
Yeah. Instead of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit, it's the Mon. It's the Mon, the Allegheny, and the Ohio,
and it's hail to the chief. And Chris says Snoop Dogg will be carrying the Olympic torch through the streets of Paris on Friday ahead of the opening ceremony as he's smoking a doobie and waving.
Did he make that up? Did he make that up?
No, I believe he is. But he'll be smoking up, and he'll be and he is a big Steeler fan, so he'll probably have a terrible towel.
You know, Bubba, I did. I don't know if I told you this, but about what was it? March we started this. Yeah, I think it was end of March
when you came on here.
Yeah, we started this Steelers Dynasty in March. Right. Okay, it was in April. I tried to email his people to see if he'd come on our show.
Who?
Snoop Dogg.
Did you really?
Yeah, I got crickets.
Well, about a year ago, I had Merrill Hodge was like, yeah, give me some information. But what happened was Merrill Hodge's wife critiques every podcast he goes on. So I guarantee she watched this and she said, oh my God, absolutely not. You're not going on there, baby. That Bubba guy was crazy. And that's when I was by myself, you know?
Yeah.
So,
but we're even worse now. We eat off each other.
I don't think I think we're entertaining, and we have a different concept of the Steelers because I know I'm a diehard, and I know my week sucks if the Steelers lose. Now you're more of a realist, and you're more the yin to the yang kind of, and you try to be more real than I do. And it's not like I pick the Steelers to win the Super Bowl every year because I was told at work by Fabian, he's like, "Oh, Bubba, you pick the Steelers to win a Super Bowl every year." I was like, "No, Fabe, I'm being realistic right now. Let's just win a playoff game, and then I'll go from there." So,
but Bubba, you know this. If they, what's he say? I live north of Dallas, up Frisco. Oh, cool, yeah.
Oh, wow,
It's nice up there.
Wow, this show's getting everybody from everywhere from the United States. I appreciate it. We're just a small little podcast from Western Pennsylvania.
And so, to you Texas fans, what Bubba will do is if they win a playoff game, then Bubba will just jump off the fucking ledge and be like, "Oh, they're winning the Super Bowl. I know it. I know it. You heard it here."
Well, you're hearing it here first. The Pittsburgh Steelers offense and the rushing attack will be close to 3,200 yards this year. You heard it here first. TJ Watt will be Defensive Player of the Year. You heard it here. You heard it here on the Steelers Dynasty podcast, which is my fourth podcast of Steelers stuff, but this is the last podcast with this name because I like it.
Yeah, it's good.
You're not gonna like this. Russell Wilson will be the Comeback Player of the Year.
Okay, he's going to come back off of injured reserve after Fields fills in for him, right?
No, and Brasco Rascal wants to ask you that one, Shane. I already know the answer.
Okay.
That's why.
Yeah. So Braska, everybody was shitting on my hot take that I think Russell Wilson's going to get hurt. Fields is going to come in and light it up and set the stage for him to sign next year. So everybody's giving me a lot of crap about it.
I'm shaking my head right now.
Russell Wilson is not practicing right now because he has hurt feelings.
No, he pulled his fucking groin.
That same thing.
That shit hurts, man.
If you're pulling on your feelings, that means you're pulling on your groin. Hurt feelings.
Well, if you pull too hard on your feelings, you can hurt your groin. That's what he
did. That's right.
Because he's not got a parking space in Pittsburgh like he did in Denver.
No, he's not. But you know,
it's also redemption, Shane. Redemption is the story.
Braska, I'm going to tell you this. I like Russell Wilson, but he came into Pittsburgh handing out his jersey. He's never played a snap as a Steelers quarterback. He's handing out his jersey like he's the fucking mayor of Pittsburgh. He's the second coming of Ben Roethlisberger.
He's politician.
And it's cheesy. It's overdone, and it's forced.
Well, what about this question about Zach?
Well, Kelly McCourt, you know damn well that Zach is going to be pushing people and making holes big enough for.
I think he's going to be starting. And when I was on Ralph Williams' show, I think I was the only one that took Zach to be the starting center to open up the season.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're spot on because they're going to move. They're going to move a few folks around. I mean, not talking like people going from guard to left tackle, but I'm just talking. They're going to do some strategery, and they're going to.
Oh, that's bad. 10 minutes. Oh shit.
That's cool.
I mean, it's great, but could you imagine the idiosyncrasy of that whole Dallas utopia of people wishing that they could get to the playoffs?
Well, that's kind of the way where the turd that's circling a drain here in Pittsburgh.
Well, we got to win a playoff. They can't get in a playoff.
Well, that's true, but I mean, it's like being the smartest kid in the slow class. It's just like you're still eating crayons.
But you're still a smart kid, though.
Yeah. I got a 64 pack. Did you finish your 7-pack?
Well, Chris says, did you see Pirates? Paul Skeets suffered his first loss. He's now 6-1. I did not know that because I was watching Deadpool.
Olivia Dunn can sit there and just, wipe his tears away.
Well, yeah. Hey, That's Kenny Powers, Pittsburgh Kenny Powers. That's what I call him.
He is. The best part about Kenny Powers is when he
Look at
gets off that jet ski. Remember, he gets off that jet ski and he's like,
Yeah,
she's
but
like, I think I gave you a STD. He's like, good, because I know I gave you one.
Kenny Powers is the greatest TV show ever.
It's
But
my
also, too,
favorite.
I love it when he goes into high school and he's like, April, and he wants to, he just wants to hook up with her on the cafeteria table. And then when he comes out in the Mexican League with a real American and he's flipping off the crowd. Oh, it's awesome. And I'm telling you, Russ is going to be a leader, and he's going to show.
Yeah, Daredevil. I get it. I like the positivity, but
yes,
I like
I agree.
motivation. But I don't want a motivational enema.
Upgrade. Total upgrade. We are going. Well, this team went to the playoffs with 3-headed quarterbacks that didn't get good head or give good head. I don't know, but the 3-headed quarterbacks of last year, they're no longer here. It's the fucking King Ghidorah, and we're already upgraded the quarterback position. He threw 25 touchdowns on a shitty Denver team.
Yeah, if you could keep that, the Steelers have one of the best edge rushers to ever play the game. So if you can keep that defense somewhat, above the C+ margin, and you can score 3 touchdowns, you're going to win ball games.
Well, the thing that scares me on a defense right now is the defensive line, because a couple of the guys aren't going to. They're in the pop, and then one is was Holcomb. Holcomb is in there, and then Dan Lowry, the defensive lineman that we signed in the offseason. So 2 defensive players are in the physical not being able to perform list, which sucks when you can't perform. I mean, it is terrible. But and Corey Trice is looking good, and I seen your boy Beanie Bishop was making some little bit of news today too. So
good news, that is. I mean, he's going to be a good player if he can keep his head on his shoulders. We'll see.
He keeps his head on his shoulders. He could be a punt returner, and he could be in a dime package. He can make this team as a punt returner.
Yeah. I think he's going to make the team. I think he's going to make the cut.
I think
it's just will he contribute? And that was one of the questions we had these past few shows. We talked about, well, who do you think is going to contribute? Well, I think that kid, that Wilson, both Wilsons, but the Wilson from NC State, the one without the ACL.
Well, but also too, you got Nick Herbert coming in to his own too, and giving the rests, giving some breaks. But for me, I want TJ Watt in there at 3rd down. I want him as a 3 down, but he's not going to be sometimes. But I mean, my God. 25 sacks this year. That could happen.
I agree.
I mean, I'm not betting my house on it, but I'll bet on FanDuel with it.
Well, you got to think of this. Think of it from this perspective. If the offense is scoring, okay, the defense isn't going to be on the field as much. But
correct.
You're going to have quarterbacks, possibly making more mistakes or rushing or hold the ball a little longer.
That would be
gives him more opportunities to get those sacks. They're not going to be doing run plays, trying to run the clock out. That's what has happened with the Steelers. The other team gets ahead. Let's just run the clock out. Let's just run the ball at the Steelers' throat.
That's going to be us running the ball, running the clock, because it's going to be Arthur Smith's offense. We're going to be running the ball. Najee is going to be running, taking up chunks of time off the clock, and he's got something to prove because he's not happy because he didn't get that contract, and Cam didn't get this, Cam's not signed either. So, they still have a little bit of money. I don't think they're going to make a play for anybody. And I honestly don't think they need another receiver because I think somebody's going to step up. I always think that, Freiermuth will step up and maybe Austin.
Pickens.
If Pickens gets you 10 touchdowns and 1,200 yards, say Austin gives you, say, say 750 and maybe 6 touchdowns, and Freiermuth gets you, 800 yards and 12 and say 9 touchdowns, and Van gets you, 400 yards and 4 touchdowns, and then somebody else steps up. I mean, that still adds up, and that doesn't even include, Shane, if Wilson throws to Najee and Jalen in the backfield and they score fucking touchdowns.
Well, how many touchdowns do you need out of Wilson to get your FanDuel money?
My FanDuel money is 5 rushing touchdowns, people, and I only put $27 to win over $1,000. So that's good enough for me. But Rascal, I feel very good about Arthur Smith as the OC, better than Matt Canada, because Matt Canada right now is working at Cove Prep, which is a shitty organization, which is I'm very close to, and it's terrible. Or he's bagging groceries at Giant Eagle. So, and Jeremy Chaplin's in the shop there on Facebook, and Mr. Matt Davis is in the house. Matt, I will be at work tomorrow. I will not call off. And I saw Deadpool, and I'm going to tell everybody how it ends tomorrow at 8:50.
We better wrap it up so you can go to bed.
I went to work the other day with no sleep. It was terrible.
That's not good to do, Bubba.
I know, but you know what? I was going to go to sleep, and I'm like, it's 3:30, 4 o'clock. I was like, I ain't going with an hour, and I think he saw Deadpool too. So me and Matt can actually talk about it tomorrow and piss everybody off. That'll be great.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
I want to see DW get a few touchdowns. Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't even add him in, George. I didn't even add him in.
That's a good one, George.
So you got Washington. Say Washington gets, let's just say, 378 yards and 3 touchdowns.
3 touchdowns. Yeah.
That's a big upgrade right there from last year.
Yeah.
Okay, because they're probably going to do double tights. And I didn't even mention Connor Hayward. So if Connor gets 300 yards and 4 touchdowns, Russell Wilson's going to get 25 touchdowns or more.
I have a random question for you, Bubba. So I was reading an article.
That's true.
An article about Darryl Talley. Remember him? He played for the
I do.
Played for the Bills.
Yes.
On the 4 Super Bowl teams that, of course, lost. Would you? What's your opinion? Is he a Hall of Famer?
No.
Yeah. So.
No. Why is he in the Hall of Fame?
No, they're
no.
People are pushing for him to be.
Okay. Maybe they don't have enough linebackers to get in the Hall of Fame, but I don't think he's Hall of Fame. He had a great career. He's in better shape than I am. He played in the NFL. I'm sitting here doing a podcast show talking Steelers on this show.
One Super Bowl,
pop culture, and I never won a Super Bowl, and he never won a Super Bowl. I never even been.
One Super Bowl would have done it, I think.
One Super Bowl would have got him in, probably.
Yeah.
But look at Hines Ward. Hines Ward's not getting in anytime soon.
That's what I think. That's why you read my mind, because that's exactly where I was going. I was.
Boy, if I could read minds, I'd be a dangerous mother.
Man, that's crazy. That's crazy.
God. And then look at James Harrison. James Harrison has Super Bowl rings. I don't know when he'll get in. I think he's deserving. There's a lot of players. I just think they don't want.
Yeah, James Harrison, I think is another whole nother animal because of his Super Bowl rings and the big plays he made in the Super Bowl.
Yes, and he was
that
dominating.
Is a whole nother. Because that's what that's what was making me think of that. Because I was thinking of James Harrison. I was thinking about Yeah.
Well, and also too, I mean, as a no nonsense kind of work ethic, taking the work pail and going to town. Because Big Ben's going to be in the Hall of Fame, of course. But Heath Miller could be. I would vote for Heath because I'm biased. Did Harrison get a Super Bowl ring the year he was playing with the Patriots? No. They lost. No, he did that year. No. Well, that was because he was pissed off at Tomlin, and he didn't like how things were going. He went to the Patriots and went to the Super Bowl though, so that was another Super Bowl appearance for him. But he didn't win. True. look at Taylor had 0-4, and actually that Buffalo Bills team was actually good enough to win a Super Bowl. But
I tell you what, that was probably such a good team.
Norwood missed the ball against the Giants, and then I guarantee he was fucking asking how much can you supersize that meal, because that was bad, And you're right, they don't have enough room for all the Steelers. That you're right.
That was my Tecmo team, Bubba.
Buffalo Bills?
The Bills was like I love playing with the Bills, and then the other one was
I always took the Steelers and I had Bubby Brister. Louis Lips. Yes, Matt Davis said spoilers everywhere for Deadpool, and I'm going to be spoiling it tomorrow at work. If you're a Marvel fan, go see Deadpool. I'm telling you, you will not be.
I was going to go today, and I was going to go. I was going to go to 3 o'clock, and then just something came up.
Take the boys and you guys go on vacation.
Yeah, I might do that.
Yeah. So, hey, I'm going to. That's right. LC should be in there. But before we get out of here, I want to say, hey, if everybody that lives in the Pittsburgh area, or if you don't live in the Pittsburgh area and you want to support a great cause, support It's About the Warrior Foundation. You can get online. You can get the tickets. You don't have to be there. And it supports a great cause for military veterans in the Western Pennsylvania and the surrounding areas. Shane knows all about this. One of Shane's good buddies. Had him on the show last week. We had Steve on. Hopefully we can get Steve on again. It was an honor to have him on, and it was great, and it'll be a good time. September 24th. Get your tickets. Look, it's $50 tickets, but you can win so many great prizes, and Shane can tell you some of those prizes are awesome.
I'll tell you what, my wife won the grand prize like 2 years ago. And we had always went for years and bought multiple tickets. We're talking 4, 5, 6 different tickets. We'd buy two tickets to go in, and then buy all these ones other tables. That year that we won, we just bought tickets to get into the event. We didn't buy any of these other tickets. You can buy tickets for these other tables and win, like, there's like a $1,200 gun table, and there's like a $600 gun table, and there's like a shotgun table, and you just buy your $5, $10 tickets for those, and then you go pick what you want at that table, which is really cool. So that's in addition to, you have the $50, then you have a drawing at 12, at 12:15, the whole way up to 6 o'clock. I mean, your chances are really good. You have a better chance of winning here than if you do on a $2 scratcher. So, and you get fed, and you get entertained, and you get to see me.
Yeah, and me. And me. And yes, Brasco Rascal. This is a weekly show. We usually have it on Wednesday nights at 9 o'clock. We've been going steady for many years.
Yeah.
I've had different names. It was the Brew Crew Steeler Review. It was all based on the Triple B Experience, which is my other podcast show where I do pulp cultures and shoot the shit. And I do wrestling stuff too. And we had too many topics with the Steelers that the YouTube algorithms didn't know what was what. So I have 2 YouTube channels, and this is all Steeler stuff. Now, tonight we threw a little bit of other stuff in, but this is mostly 99.9% Pittsburgh Steeler talk every Wednesday.
We talk about food.
We do.
Probably.
Well, look at us.
We always talk about something that's good for you.
Well, we try to be entertaining, and we talk about booze. We don't talk booze, broads, and beers, but
no, we don't talk about beer.
No, we talk booze and pigskin, I guess. And wrestling. Yep, that kind of wrestling. Yep.
Wrestling on Thursdays, because Braska Bubba has a wrestling company, and he puts on wrestling shows in the Western Pennsylvania area, and he talks about those on.
It was supposed to be 1, but now it's 2. And
you've been doing it. You took a hiatus for about 10 or so years, but you've had the company for well over 20 years.
Yes.
But that's a whole nother topic. And then
that is another topic.
Raska, I do a show for the Voice of College Football.
Here, and he does this show here too, right here.
And then this one I just kicked off a couple weeks ago. So that I just go on for maybe half an hour, 40 minutes. The show I had last time I basically told folks that West Virginia is not a top 25 team. and don't think that they are. And in order to be a top 25 team, they have to beat these teams on their schedule this year. So, kind of a hot take because a lot of people are, like Yunzers, West Virginia fans are just thinking, they're the best things in sliced bread. But yeah, so that's what we talk about.
Well, you know what? Before we get out of here, we forgot to talk about the new hiree to Pittsburgh Steelers. Mr. Rob King is the voice of the Steelers. New play-by-play voice.
Yeah.
Bill Hillgrove, who retired.
I don't know if I've ever heard him. What will you?
Well, he was on the Root Sports. He did a lot of Pirates, a lot of Penguins. He's been
okay.
He's been in Pittsburgh for a long time. So now he's the voice of the Steelers. So
wouldn't that have been Mark Rogers. Yeah, Mark Rogers' network.
Who's Mark Rogers?
He's the guy who owns the voice of college football. But
that guy.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, Mark Rogers. Yeah.
Are you going to have Mark back on as soon now as the season's starting up? That must be a question for your show.
Yeah, we're going to have him on probably. I think Joey doesn't want to do a Friday show anymore, but I'm going to try to still do Fridays because my kid is playing varsity ball, and the games are on Fridays. So I'm either going to do an earlier show at like 6 or 7.
Hey, you think Mark Rogers would want to come on this show?
I don't know. I don't know if he wants to talk about professional sports.
Oh, well, I don't know nothing about college sports. I really don't. I don't know. I just like the name Mark Rogers.
Mark was on one of my first shows in January.
Oh.
So.
Well, I mean, I try to be podcast knowledge. I mean, I try. My ex-hubs thought he was that guy. He was that guy. What?
Pepper.
I don't know what that means.
Pepper spitting wisdom.
That guy? Oh, that guy. Oh yeah, Joey.
Yeah,
Joey, your buddy Joey.
Joey's my buddy. Joey's my right-hand man, and I'm on a show with him. I was just on a show with him a couple hours ago. That's the Thursday night show where we talk about Big 12 and kind of like
usually ladies and gentlemen, this show's usually on Wednesday nights, and I had a power outage, no power. Half of the county was out of power, and I couldn't get on because we usually jump on Mark Steeler Nation Australia show, and we do like top 5. We do a collaboration with him, and then he does a collaboration with us. But it didn't transpire.
No,
and we'll get back to it probably next week or the week after. But Mark is great, and he's part of this community of Steeler podcasting stuff. So. I enjoy Mark, and it's glad that we all got hooked up together. And he's coming to Pittsburgh here and Christmas time. So
yeah, and I want to. I every show I say this. That's the way he talks. That's the way they all talk where he's from. Mm-hmm. It's not some sort of affliction.
You're welcome.
It's Greg. It's his accent.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's a diehard Steeler fan. So yeah. Once again, our regards from the Experience and the Dynasty podcast to Craig on his mother's passing.
Sorry, Craig.
We are deeply sorry, and we appreciate all your support. And you've been with me since I started this bad boy, and since 2018. And you've been a fan of my wrestling career way before that. So I mean, I appreciate everything you do for all of us, Craig. Thank you so much. And he's a singer and songwriter to boot. So Steelers fans now. Oh yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah. So. Nebraska, this kid is named Mark. He's in his 30s. And he is just
he's great.
Bubba, he is like positive to the nth degree.
Bubba
he is pro.
He's pro Mike Tomlin. You cannot bash Mike
Tomlin.
He gets pissed.
He gets pissed. We'll be shitting on something. You can tell he gets frustrated with us.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, Tomlin got us to a playoffs last year. I
did win one.
Yeah. So, hey, before we get out of here, I want to give another shout out to anybody local that wants to get some tickets for the Steelers Cleveland Browns big show, December 8th, $10 tickets. Big, huge bash in Barnesboro, Pennsylvania. If anybody that's listening locally, catch me on, the Catch Me Girl, whatever the hell that is.
Catch me outside.
Yeah, well, Catch Her Outside, OnlyFans, she made $52 million off of that.
Oh, she did.
Yes. Yeah. Yep. $52 million on OnlyFans. I can't make 52 cents on any fans. So, but, we're just trying to support Kevin Adams' son-in-law. And also, I want to give some shout outs to PP&J's, Yucatan, Sports Corner, which is now going to be podcast and radio because the TV deal went out, JT's Collectibles, Indie Wrestling US, and the Bunker Club, all proud sponsors of the APWF show that will be right there August 24th at the Castle facility in Johnstown, Pennsylvania. So
that's a pretty poster. I like that one.
Yeah, well, I got I got a professional poster got done. Jesse made that poster, and I'll be doing posters and putting them out all weekend long. And everybody, I know here's my other show, the Triple B Experience Podcast with myself. We talk all kind of stuff, and maybe throw a little bit of Steelers stuff on every Friday nights at 9 o'clock, unless something's going down. So Shane, have a good time on your vacation. So, you're going to be doing a show from
Cowboys fan. Yeah.
No. I would have my wife do that, and my wife can make millions, but my wife won't do that. And
take pictures of your feet for you?
No, nobody wants to see my feet, dude. I'm like Captain Caveman, man. Nobody wants to see that. Oh no. So, okay, later, everybody. Thank you so much. Pepper says, enjoy your vacation. Hey, guys, we'll be back next Wednesday night at 9 o'clock.
I'll be here on my vacation.
More Steelers football. I'm going this weekend to training camp. I'll have 2 days under the sun. If you subscribe to the Steelers Dynasty podcast, I will be putting those videos up, trying to maybe get some interviews. Hopefully, I don't get escorted off the field or arrested or anything. You never know. And I'm going to do my damnedest to get Mark from Steeler Nation Australia a contact information with Christian Kuntz, because he's going to see this big giant poster that I'm making. Yeah. So, everybody, thanks for tuning in. Thanks, guys, from everywhere. And if you get your first time here, hopefully you guys enjoyed the show, because we're going to do a lot this year. And, hey, I love doing this stuff, and I love talking Steeler football, and I appreciate you guys all tuning in. So, everybody, have a great weekend. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the Triple B Experience. I'll see all you Steeler fans next Wednesday when Shane will be live on his vacation eating
from wings. Oscars. From Oscars in Myrtle Beach.
Yep. Pepper, I hope.
Home of the black and gold wing.
The black and gold wings next Wednesday at 9. We're going live. Everybody take care, and we will see you on the flip side. And go Steelers. See you, Shane. Bye-bye.